Greetings everyone, this is Charles Aiken, the instructional designer for the Tanner Health System School of Nursing at the University of West Georgia. And today's assignment is going to be looking at grades within CourseDen. For every assignment that you turn in that's for credit, you must have a grade. And these grades will be averaged up over time, and the grades stay in CourseDen. So they're very secure. You don't have to worry about anybody else seeing your grade. Some grades may show that may give you a range. For example, some grades will say you'll have a grade and it'll say you scored in the top 87% of your class, or 50% of the class made what you made. So you can get an overall view of the class that way sometimes if that feature is turned on, but most of the time that feature is turned off. So no, you don't have to worry about anybody other than the instructor seeing your grades. Okay, because that's all FERPA stuff, and we have to make sure that that stuff's secure and maintained. So let's look at a couple of grades. We took a quiz earlier, and we turned in a writing assignment. So let's see how these show up inside of CourseDen. So I'm in my class, okay, and I go to grades, and click on grades. Now there's also progress, there's checklists, there's rubrics, and there's attendance. Now if a professor has told you that an assignment has a rubric to it, you will find that, of course, listed under rubrics. So if they say there's a discussion board rubric, make sure you look under rubrics to find it. Online classes, really, there's not an attendance per se, so you probably don't have to worry about that too much. Class progress, again, we talked about that in an earlier video. That's just going to show you more or less how far along you are in the course. So if you've completed 50% of a module, or if you've completed 100% of one module and 50% of another, you can find that out through class progress. Checklists are just a checklist of things that the instructors want you to do. Some professors use them, some don't. It's just dependent upon the program you're in. So let's look at grades. Okay, and you'll notice here we've got a quiz grade of 100, woohoo, and we have an assignment grade of 100, woohoo. Now, you'll notice there's not feedback given after the quiz, okay, but there is feedback given after that assignment. And the assignment's that paper we put in the draft Dropbox. Then we went back and looked at it through Turnitin. So notice it says individual feedback, and it says this is feedback given by the instructor from within CourseDen as opposed to feedback given from within Turnitin Feedback Studio. Remember when we went in earlier through Feedback Studio, we went in and we saw the comments that the professor had written on our paper. They could also leave a verbal comment, an audio file in there that's the professor actually talking to you. And then there was also the overall feedback on the paper. So all that feedback that's in Turnitin is separate from what can be given within CourseDen, because you also can give grades related to discussion boards, and a professor may provide feedback on that. And again, the feedback will show up here under the feedback column, okay, in grades area. And sometimes a professor will give you feedback in your grade, and sometimes they will actually reply back to you on the discussion board. Okay, so it just depends on how it is. Typically, they won't say your grade out loud if they reply back to you. They may give you hints and tips on how to say something better, or how to give your opinion better, or how to give better feedback to fellow students. But they'll never tell you your grade in a reply on a discussion board. The only way you're going to get a grade is if you go to grades, and then also if you go down to, you look at the feedback in the grades area. That's where you're going to see, where they're going to tell you what you did right, what you did wrong, and how to fix it. So that's a really quick tour of the grades in CourseDen. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to give me a holler. And again, my name is Charles Aiken, the instructional designer at the Tanner Health System School of Nursing at the University of West Georgia. Thank you.